Hello and welcome back to more Stellaris with me, Necronath. We are in the process of processing the United Jesinax colonies, and we are sating our hunger on them, which is good for us. Here we go, we've managed to take a starbase from these fellows. Now we'll dismantle this and this because we don't need them. It's a colony, which means I will need resource processor on them instead, and the same over here, but we will... No, I'll build that immediately. It's good. Having as much energy as we can is always preferential to not. How is the bombing going? We're doing a lot of damage. We have ruined some things. We blew this up and we've blown this up. We haven't destroyed any tiles directly, and our orbital bombardment is set indiscriminate. We can't destroy tiles. We can't put tile blockers here by bombing because we don't have Armageddon bombing. You can do that as robots, for example, if you're the rogue AI, not the rogue servitors, but the killer bots. If you bomb a planet so it has all modifiers destroyed, so it'll be covered in tile blockers, it'll simply make the planet a tomb world. It will destroy the ecosystem completely, which I think is just fantastic. I just love that they add those things. So brutal. Put another resource reprocessor there because we need all the money. All the money. We can now recruit a second admiral, and we will do that. Take the youngest one, unit D1, not B, not 2B. We have those guys. We could upgrade our fleet, but we don't have enough minerals to worry about that yet, because we have so many other things to upgrade before we do that. We have unrest on one planet because there's so many pops there, but we can't do much about that, which will be fine. I'm just building a resource reprocessor here, but this system here, this system starport will have to be switched over to a combat one later on. I won't worry about it until we have the actual gateway tech. Let's get the auxiliary fire control. Worry about that later. We're processing so many pops. You there. Are we building the next pop here? Good. Are we growing the next one? Come on, do it! Do it! Do it! I guess we clear this tile. Don't want to put the worshipping stick there. When I say worshipping stick, I mean autochthon monument. Let's get extra unity. It won't matter very much because we only have one planet underneath us. Now that we have that, I will... Is there anything I could send you out to... Oh, I can't do that because there are pirates in the way. Okay, just go back. Go back home to Diri, Dirvans. Come on, bomb faster! It will take these guys about 10 years to be processed completely. I think, right?
We have found an anomaly.
Yes, about that time. I don't know if we are earning more society research from... It says we should earn society research, but I don't know if we do. Which one was it? Was it Purity that gained? Yes, this would have gained us Unity as well. How are you doing? You've expanded, so you're equivalent, you're inferior instead of pathetic, which means we're going to have to buff up our fleet. We might have to build a third one in order to compete. Disease control, special station. Now that we have energy and minerals, I'm gonna go and hook up some of these research stations for us. Especially those down here. Not that one. How's the bombardment going on Jessimax?
We have surveyed the system.
We have destroyed another tile. How's the armies doing? They've lost a lot of them. They're gonna lose another tile soon. Sorry, slurp slurp, I'm drinking things. None aliens. There were none. Pyrac Confederation. God damn Pyracs. Ugh, xenophiles are like egalitarians and materialists, so they're gonna like everyone, and except for spiritualists, which means they're gonna be a threat if they gang up. These guys are slaving despots, so they're not gonna like anyone, which is great.
Our construction is complete.
Let's figure out where they are. Pyrac Confederation is over here. They have a rebellion. Oh, they've got the slaving despot as vassals. Haha! They've gotten themselves got. That's what they have. I was looking at Jessnax to see which tile did they blow it up. Which tile got blown up? This one, the mining network. Should I land? No, it's not safe enough yet, I think. Our fleet strength with the Butcher is 180 and they are 117, so I'm just gonna wait. There is essentially no rush, because we already won the war, essentially. We're getting a little bit more war exhaustion now, but it doesn't matter. Over here I can clear some more blockers. We can build... We desperately need more mining potential. You are doing the worship stick. This planet already has some buildings on it, which is good for us. When this one is dead, we're gonna attack.
Our construction is complete.
Let us go over here. Build this 4 mining over here, and this 2 engineering there. Then we have the 3 and 2 over here, because this one is not... It has bonus energy credits, eh? Limbo! The signal originates from the remains of an antenna-like structure, so we have been scanning a signal. Exploratory probes were dispatched from the examiner to their surface to investigate the matter more closely. But science officer... I don't know why he's a science officer at all, but Unit L5 found was the cavernous vault that, while easily pried open, was evidently the last safe house and refuge of some long dead race of aliens. While reasonably technologically advanced, it seems they never reached for the stars and perished to some planet-wide natural disaster. The vault is immense, housing thousands upon thousands of black boxes that the examiner has determined to be data storage devices. A special project has been prepared to decode their contents. Good.
We have cleared a blocker.
We might do that. Oh crap. These are marauders. just gonna set this system to... sorry, you can't go there. It's good that we've got upgraded senses, because he would have face tanked that so hard! You know what? Survey that system, research that. You can't research that because you need to be level 5. You could... no.
We have surveyed the system.
Survey this way instead. And now for the grand finale attack. Here's the last sigh of the Jesinax allied colonies. Goodbye, you have been eaten.
Enemy nest taken.
You've been struck by, you've been bit by a Diri Ravener. General trait gained. He gained Arrested Development, which means you are useless to me and you will be killed. I'm sorry. Arrested Development is a skill that gives you minus 5,000 experience gain, which means he earns no more experience for the rest of the game, and he's only level 2. Level 2. Minus 1,000 experience gain. It's ridiculous. Essentially, he will never learn, which means he needs to die, and it's very, very weird that hive mind units can get Arrested Development, because I'm the one in control of him. He has very limited autonomous function. So are you saying that I've got Arrested Development? Because I'll fight you over that fact, over that statement, if you try to make that. Anyway, end of the United Jesinax colonies. The Star Nation, formerly known as the United Jesinax colonies, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. Okay. That's all we had to say about that. You guys can go back to Dirvanus and land on the planet. You guys can go back home. Jesinax, you are very rebellious. I will patrol you. Wow, maybe I should just land the armies here instead to police. To police this. Then I will... we're closing in on being way too expanded. We have 6 systems now. It takes us 2. Wow. I'm so happy we got the expansion first. This helps a lot, but ugh. Jesinax, you can have this fellow. Let's resettle you to Jesinax. Move you over to the capital complex and repair you, and repair you, and repair you. And you. Sad that we have to repair the things we ourselves blew up, but that's just life as it is. Can research that. We did research the limbo thing, so the vault is a tomb for hopeful immortals. Unit L5 asserts that the huge blocks of ternary code found in the databanks are neural images, digitized brain scans. Doubtlessly the aliens of EJAX-2 considered this to be their only shot at any kind of survival following whatever calamity befell their planet. They did not have the means to resurrect themselves, but banked on the impossibly small hope that eventually someone else would have the means. We do not, because we can never make robots. But if we happen to find a fanatic xenophile or a custodian matrix, those are both fallen empires, we could scan their neural images and give them to them, but that doesn't matter because they're gonna hate us because we are not a regular hive mind. If we had been a regular hive mind, that would have been perfectly fine, but I think I'm just gonna let dead aliens lie. So these poor aliens who suffered from a natural calamity, they banked on their only hope of some friendly empire finding their neural images and uploading them to droids later for some type of immortality. But what found them was essentially the Tyranid Swarm. I'm sorry. Crystalline asteroids. This system is a trap. This system is a trap. Because as you can see, these asteroids are crystals. The Pilaron system is home to an unusually dense asteroid belt that is displaying some unique properties. Several of the larger asteroids are covered in crystalline outcroppings that would suggest the presence of extremely rich mineral deposits. However, long-range sensors are tracking sporadic movement from what appears to be several small objects of possibly a spacecraft in the denser regions of the belt. We are unable to get a fix on them, but debris from at least 2 destroyed mining stations can be seen floating in space next to some of the larger asteroids. Something isn't right. These all have between 5 to 8 minerals in them, which is fantastic because this system can have between 25 and 40 minerals in it, which is good, but as soon as you build enough mining stations around the belt, it's going to trigger an attack, and it turns out the asteroids themselves are inhabited by crystal entities, and they will simply kill everything and occupy the system, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, this asteroid had 10 in it. I was wrong. I thought it would only go up to 8. External acquisitions area, good. Let's get the fleet command limit to 20, so I don't have to build a new fleet.
Our construction is complete.
Let us spend some of our hard-earned minerals on... Go here, build that. Go here, build that. You, my friend, can jump down here. This one has 8, that's 18. Okay, so it can be from 25 to 50 minerals. 8. This system is just insane. 26 already. If we could get our hands on that, it would be so good, but I don't want anything near these guys. So expanding down here isn't the worst part. We could snag this, and this, just cut them off completely and hope to snag all the way over here, so we could block these off, but since they're already expanding into the system over here, it's not... I don't have very high hopes for that. Before we upgrade our capital buildings, I will go here and build this. Did you finish it? 40 minerals! So good. Let us see where it's expanded to. I think it's this and this. They are usually only three systems big, these Marauder Empires. Yes, it doesn't reach there. Good. Can't do that. This is a 3-tile world. Yep. Tropical, we could settle that as well. Go there. Earning a lot of physics research now, which is good for us. I'm so proud of our budding little race. Little whittle race. We landed the armies over here, but it's still not enough to suppress the planet itself. Because apparently... Wow. They've made it so that assault armies do not produce unrest. Is that really true? Why are we called mechanized cyborg forces when we are definitely not cybernetic? We're biological ravenous hordes. I don't know. There's some wonky mechanics going on lately. Archaeological project completed. Our archaeological expeditions have recovered a communications log from the ruins of a listening post on iPlate 3. It shows the contents of a transmission between the commander of an Irasian fleet in orbit. We got the Irasian Concordat event, that's where we're getting this. And their naval headquarters on Irasia. The commander questions orders to purge the colony of all life to prevent the spreading of the pox. Although the log ends before the issue is resolved, the orders were evidently carried out. Good. Interesting finds. We get some physics research, and we also get one Irasian Concordat artifact. So now we have two. We found the mining base before. We found a hole on an asteroid, a borehole, and we found some miners at the bottom of it. You guys are home. I could spend some mineral. Wow, upgrading the reactor and giving them afterburners really costs a lot. We did get the deflectors, good. And the gravitic sensors, I will just simply slap those on there. Soon, I thought I had picked off the upgraded engines, but I think no, we picked the afterburners here, that's right. We're gonna go here. We don't have nuclear missiles, but I'm gonna upgrade those too, because we can now put extra deflectors in there. Well, not extra, but upgraded ones. We also upgrade the scanners. And like that. We are full on resources, and there's nothing I can do about that because we don't have any edicts to enable. We have enough minerals to be able to spend some on land clearance. It's good enough, I guess.
Our construction is complete.
Verdant locus. I will spend some energy on fixing your tile blockers. I can spend minerals on upgrading the colony here, because these guys count towards the pop count. This is already built up to speed because they are. This was their old capital. These are also upgraded. You can move over here. You're moving down there, good.
We have cleared a blocker.
You got a diplomatic insult. Doesn't matter. He's insulting us because you're underneath someone. You're pathetic though. You're equivalent. How are you doing? You're inferior still. When we upgrade the fleet and fill it out, I think you're not gonna be talking so much trash. But that's just me. And I will resolve this with these fellows in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Goodbye.